probably going to sit number one beside him.
Probably, so. Just look at that, they're already pollen on those. Pollen? You can see the pollen on that. And they've just set those up. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
I wonder
pollen's
if
terrible.
Swipe it off a little bit.
Five. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Braxton Live and this year's Braxton County High School graduation, class of 2022. It's a beautiful evening. It was a little cloudy and humid, and now it's humid and sunny, so it is getting warm here, 90 degrees or so, and we're just glad to be out here today being able to do this. To have this at the football field and be able to celebrate with our seniors is an exciting thing. Tonight, as we go throughout the ceremony, or before the ceremony starts, we'll go over the top 10 students of this year's class. We'll introduce 8 of the 10 of them. A couple of them I wasn't able to get their bios for them, but we have the other 8. We'll talk about that, and we'll have some fun just reminiscing, and maybe you have some memories of some of this class, but we're glad you joined us. As you hit that share button, let people know that we're on YouTube as well as Facebook. That would help out a whole lot, letting people know the ceremony's on. Maybe someone that graduated that lives a long way away and didn't know that the ceremony was today, you can let them know, send them a message. That would be very much appreciated. One of the neat things tonight is that the Gassaway Baptist Church is assisting with the program, taking part in all this, but they'll provide each graduating senior with a copy, a DVD copy of the ceremony. There's a link attached to tonight's broadcast that will let you know. You'll be able to follow and see that if you'd like to order additional copies and get a little bit more information about that. But also feel free to download this from Facebook to be able to use it that way, to be be able to watch it. It's going to be on there and everything on Facebook and on YouTube. So that's an opportunity you have there. So we just want to make sure everybody knew that was a service, that was something that was going on, and just something to celebrate and a gift for these graduating seniors. Again, we're at Braxton County High School. Tonight's graduation night, and we're excited about the class of 2022, and we're glad you're here with us. Hit that share button, let people know. And after this first set of commercials, or this first commercial rather, we will go into the I guess 6 through 10 on the graduating seniors, the top 10, number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, thanks for joining us. We'll see you right after this first commercial, and we'll celebrate this class tonight and have a good time with it. Thanks again for joining us.
Hi, I'm Mark Stump, Senior Pastor of the Gassaway Baptist Church, inviting you to come and worship with us every Sunday morning at 9:30. Say, why there? Because we have vibrant worship with great music, biblical preaching, and a Sunday school program that follows that addresses all the...
Hey, welcome back to Braxton Live and Gassaway Baptist Church broadcasting of this year's Braxton County High School graduating class of 2022. The top 10 students are as follows: Kendra D. Lunsford, Jesse L. Flint, Zoe L. Harrison, Faith M. Byerly, Bo S. Liston, Lainey J. Hunt, Emily S. Matheny, Olivia Ramsey, Carly R. Given, and Ellen M. Collins. So as we take a look at that, we'll read the bio of the 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6 at this time. So Kendra Lunsford is 10th. She's currently in the Air Force Delayed Entry Program. Once she completed basic training, she hopes for a job in the medical field. Her favorite high school memories include playing volleyball throughout the years with her teammates, helping the boys basketball team go to the States, joking around with her friends at lunch, and leaving school early with Jada. All right, number 9 is Jesse Flint. We do not have a bio there. Then Zoe L. Harrison. Let me find Zoe. Zoe says here, Zoe Lynn Harrison, 8th in the class. She plans to attend Fairmont State University to major in nursing. Her favorite memory is creating bonds with her teachers and friendships that she'll never forget. So that is Zoe, number 8. All right, number 7 is Faith Byerly, and Faith says at number 7, she plans to go to Glenville State University. Her best memory is her homeroom teacher, Mrs. Shiflett, finding an orange in her podium and saying that the orange turned into a green. So that was a favorite memory there, and I'm sure they laugh about that story a lot. Number 6, the last one before our next commercial, is Bo Liston, and we do not have a bio for him. So again, the 10th was Kendra Lunsford, 9th was Jesse Flint, 8th was Zoe Harrison, 7th was Faith Byerly, and 6th was Bo Liston. So that's those 5, the 6 through the 10 with that. So again, hit that share button, let people know that we're on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll see you right after this next commercial. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you right after this break.
Hi, I'm Pastor Bill. I'm over Youth and Outreach. We'd love for you to come and be a part of our youth group if you're in grades 6 to 12. We do activities every month. We do mission trips. We have local mission projects, and we are a very active youth group. And if you want to get involved in the community, we'd love for you to come and be a part.
All right, welcome back to Braxton Live. We're here at the Braxton County High School football field, celebrating the class of 2022, and we're going through the top 10 students in our high school in this graduating class. Number 5 in the class is Lainey Hunt. She plans to attend Glenville State University, but is undecided for her major. Her favorite memory is winning the sectional championship in basketball her sophomore year. So that's a good thing. And just in, Jesse Flint at number 9, he did send his, so we'll throw him in here. He is planning on getting an engineering degree from Fairmont State, and he said that simply graduating is his favorite memory, a memory that he is making right now. All right, so that was Jesse at number 9 and Lainey at number 5. So Emily Matheny at number 4, she says that she plans to go to Glenville State University to major in pharmacy. Some of her favorite memories are from playing volleyball for the past last 4 years and growing closer with her class. All right, so that's Emily Matheny. Number 3, Olivia Ramsey. Olivia Ramsey, at 3rd in the class, she says that she plans on attending Glenville State University and major in nursing. Her best memory from high school was getting to come to school every day to see her best friends and see some of her favorite teachers. All right, so that's Olivia Ramsey at number 3. And then Carly Given at number 2. If I can find Carly's. Carly Given, salutatorian. She's attending Fairmont State University. Her best memories from high school was getting closer with people that I'd not expected to and getting to go to prom. So the last couple years with COVID and everything, to be able to have prom was a special thing for these kids. So that's an exciting thing. So that's Carly Given at salutatorian. So I got another message here, Bo Liston. Here we go, Bo Liston, number 6. He's planning on getting his engineering degree at WVU, and his favorite memory was going to states during basketball season this past year. So that is 9 of the top 10. And then number 1, Ellen Collins. Ellen says, when I can get to hers here, Ellen Collins, valedictorian. I plan on attending WVU to major in animal nutrition and sciences. She wants to become a veterinarian. My best high school memory was getting to bring a piglet to school and allow other kids to be introduced to livestock. For some of them, it was the first time ever being close to anything farm-related, and being the one to give them that experience made me very happy. So that is our top 10. I'll go ahead and read that list one more time. Kendra Lunsford, Jesse Flint, Zoe Harrison, Faith Byerly, Bo Liston, Lainey Hunt, Emily Matheny, Olivia Ramsey, Carly Given, and Ellen Collins. So that's our top 10 from our graduating class here at Braxton County High School in 2022. We'll take another break for a commercial, and then we'll try to find some people to interview and talk a little bit more about this year's graduating class. Again, thanks for joining us. Hit that share button, let people know, send messages, let them know that we're both on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Thanks again for joining us for the celebration of the Braxton County High School class of 2022. We'll see you right after this commercial.
Rick Garvalia. I'm the pastor of Children and Family Life. We provide several opportunities for our children to work on memorizing scripture with our Awana program on Wednesday nights. On Sunday mornings, we have our children's church where our kids get to worship by singing songs, having a Bible lesson, and even having time to work together in small groups to learn things about the Lord. We also provide many family opportunities. For example, we've had our father-son float trip, we've had mother-daughter banquets, and we're working on many other opportunities for families to spend time together in different events to be able to learn about the Lord and serve together. Hope you'll join us here as a family at Gassaway Baptist Church.
The mic's getting kind of hot, so we either need to slide something.
Hi, I'm Mark Stump, Senior Pastor of the Gassaway Baptist Church, inviting you to come and worship with us every Sunday morning at 9:30. See, why there? Because we have vibrant worship with great music, biblical preaching, and a Sunday school program that follows that addresses all
About this thing. Okay. All right, welcome back to Braxton Live and the Gassaway Baptist Church presentation of the Braxton County High School class of 2022 graduation. And I have the keynote speaker with us, Jamie Oates. Jamie, I think last year we talked to Brent Boggs and just seeing kind of what the message was that you have for the students, if you could summarize it.
Well, there was some pressure put on me by Zoe Harrison and Lainey Hunt to make the speech funny. Okay. So on top of being nervous to do this speech, then you have the added pressure of they want humor, so that put a little pressure on me. But I really mulled this over for last month, and just a little bit of some of the quotes that I've shared with these kids as athletes and students over the course of the last 4 years. Some they're going to be familiar with, but just kind of preparing them for life and whatever they get involved in, not to quit, and don't ever be too proud to ask for help. Everybody everybody needs help from time to time.
Absolutely.
So that's just a little bit of what's in there. So, and there's a little humor in there, I think, but it's an honor to do this. That's
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, and coming from I know Buchanan, but still being such a part here. I mean, Becky graduating here, your kids graduating here. I mean, you've really took root here, and you've proven that you love these kids, and I think that's an important part. And the humor part is just going to be something that's easy, I think, for you tonight.
Well, yes, it's something may just roll off. I don't know what it's going to be.
The unplanned is the best.
That's usually the best. But when they called and asked me to do this, I teared up instantaneously. And if I think about it too much, I'll tear up again.
Right.
Because
we won't do that to you.
Yeah. So many of these kids have just been a part of my life for so long.
Right.
But, it's exciting to see them reach this point, and it'll be exciting to see them what they do in the future.
Absolutely.
So just a very special evening to be with these kids.
Yeah. Well, that sounds great. I appreciate your time. I'll let you get over there. The other dignitaries are already seated on the medal stands. So maybe you're enjoying this little break. We could talk a little bit longer, could we?
Well, if we could drop the temperature down about 10 degrees, that'd be great. Cause,
a big fan.
Yeah, I'm coming in here about 2 heavy, and I'm going to leave here about 189 tonight.
All righty. That'll work. Well, thanks again,
all right,
Coach Oates. And all right, take care.
All right, thank you.
All right. So there you hear from Jamie Oates. We're about ready to go into the ceremony and everything, but we're just glad you joined. Just hit that share button, and we're going to celebrate with our kids tonight. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you here for the ceremony. Okay.
Good evening. You can be seated. It's not on.
You guys can sit down.
Don't have anything. Muted. Good evening, Braxton County. Tonight we celebrate the Braxton County High School graduating class of 2022. I want to take a moment to say thank you to all the folks that have helped set up graduation. We truly appreciate all the help we've received to make this evening a success. Thank you to the Braxton County Schools Maintenance Department. Thank you to the students and teachers that set up the field. Thank you to all of the senior graduates of Braxton County High School class of 2022 for being here, and the parents. Without any further ado, allow me to introduce Olivia Ramsey for our welcoming address.
Good evening. On behalf of the Braxton County class of 2022, I would like to welcome our families, friends, teachers, administrators, board members, special guests to this momentous occasion. We are here to honor and celebrate our achievements and find it only fitting that we begin by thanking the teachers, the parents, the friends, and the community members who have loved and supported us along this journey, full of some of the highest highs and some rather unfortunate lows. We would not be sitting here before you today if not for your knowledge, your guidance, and dedication to us as students and individuals. When we started our freshman year, none of us ever imagined the different circumstances and obstacles that we would have to face. From celebrating the 50th year of Braxton County High School to dealing with a multi-year global pandemic and the losses of many whom we loved and admired, our class has learned to stay the course, lean on each other, and trust in God through it all. As a matter of fact, our class motto says it all. We are not just a class, we are a family. Thank you all for attending this special evening with us.
It's my pleasure now to introduce the top 10 seniors of the Braxton County High School graduating class of 2022. We appreciate their hard work and dedication to academic excellence throughout their career at BCHS. All right, number 1, Ellen Collins. Number 2, Carly Given. Number 3, Olivia Ramsey. Number 4, Emily Matheny. Number 5, Lainey Hunt. Number 6, Bo Liston. Number 7, Faith Byerly. Number 8, Zoe Harrison. Number 9, Jesse Flint. Number 10, Kendra Lunsford.
Good evening, everyone. As we have this moment of prayer, I kindly ask that men remove their hats and that everyone would close their eyes and bow their heads. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for the opportunity to come before you in the presence of so many who have loved us, guided us, influenced us, and sacrificed so much to allow us to be able to be here today to celebrate the achievement of this significant milestone in our young lives. I thank you for surrounding us with family, friends, teachers, counselors, coaches, and administrators who are dedicated to our success in the classroom, in the field of competition, and in our communities. I thank you for your protection that you have extended over us, and I thank you for your help allowing us to overcome the challenges we have faced. I thank you for the friendships and memories that we will endure, and I thank you for the bond that this day offers as a special moment that we will always share together, no matter where we are or where life takes us. In Isaiah 40:31, your holy word says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." May we yield to your power and control in our lives, having the full assurance that we do not walk alone. Abundantly bless our Braxton County Eagles class of 2022 and empower us to soar high in our life's journey. I offer this prayer unto you and ask these things in the holy and precious name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Everyone please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Our guest speaker today is someone that is known by many. He graduated Buchanan Upshur High School in 1993, and in 1998 he graduated from Fairmont State University with a degree in education. He moved to Braxton County in 1998, shortly after marrying his wife in 1997. Ever since, he has been an avid member of our community. He has coached many sports teams ranging from all ages, including softball, baseball, girls and boys basketball, and football. He is a youth group leader and choir member at Gassaway Baptist Church. He currently works at the Central Regional Jail as an adult instructor and has been there for 8 years. He has also worked with Summit Media Broadcasting as a sports announcer for 13 years and Braxton Live for 4. In his free time, he enjoys fly fishing, cooking, camping, and attending sporting events. I would now like to introduce to you our speaker, Jamie Oates.
I just wanted to mess with Eric up in the booth. Hey, is this exciting or what? Yeah, that was a terrible woo. Let's get it up here. They're graduating. There you go. Hey, I'd like to start out by saying good evening to you all and say thank you to have this honor. It's a great honor for me to be here. I'd like to thank the Superintendent Heitz, Braxton County Board of Education members, Principals Minnie and Stover, you, friends and family, but most importantly, the 2022 Braxton County High School graduates. To say you should be proud of yourself would be an understatement for sure. No more assignments, no more deadlines to meet, no more COVID masks to wear, no more meetings to attend, practices to get up early or stay late for. It's just straight adulting from here on out. I'm pretty sure that I told you not to grow up, but you did it anyway because you're here graduating. So when I received the call inviting me to be the commencement speaker from Principal Stover, I thought, where's candid camera? I thought she was joking. And it was until I heard the kids in the background saying, yeah, we'd like for you to do this. And I said, you have nobody to pick from, did you? And they said, no, we wanted you. I said, I accept. And then I thought, I've got to wear a tie. For those of you that know me, I will not be buried in a tie. I do not like to wear ties, but I wear it proudly for you, graduates. And I'm glad to be here with you today. I have been very blessed and honored to be a part of this community for a long time, since moving here in '98. Whether in the classroom, on the football, soccer, or baseball fields, basketball courts, wrestling mat, track meets, concerts, field days, whatever the case may be. There have been 3 classes that have been very special to me. The class of 2019, my son graduated from, very special class. The class of 2021, thankfully my daughter graduated. That was a battle for a while. JD knows what I'm talking about. But also this class, the class of 2022. This due to the thousands of hours that many of us have spent together through sporting events, activities held throughout our communities. Some of you have even stayed several nights at my house due to the relationships that you established with my children. And many have assisted my son in wiping out the food inventory in both our freezer and refrigerator. I can give you the individual's initials of one in particular, Bo Liston. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. Let's not forget Cheyenne Martin and Tyler Stoniker, who can certainly do some damage at the dinner table as well. I remember after a softball game, Cheyenne, Becky, Emily, and myself were, I don't remember where we were at, but we stopped at Bob Evans to eat. And Cheyenne said, I don't think I can eat all this. She finished hers before I finished mine. So don't let the skinny ones fool you, they can eat. For many of us, there have been a lot of laughs together, and for some, there have been tears, which generally turned into laughter. Most of you know that when you see me coming, I expect a hug. And for you all, it may not have much meaning. But for me, it's a way of making sure you know that you're loved and that I care for you. I still have young men and women that I've coached in the past that now come up to me. They have their own children and still give me a hug, and it means the world to me. So don't ever underestimate the power of a hug. I encourage you in that way. I've really been wrestling with what I could possibly share with you as you begin this new and exciting chapter of your life. On top of the pressure of public speaking in front of this very large crowd, Lainey Hunt and Zoe Harrison made an additional request to me, requesting that this speech be funny. No pressure. Which I'm thankful to be here because Zoe forgot about me earlier in the week, and I had to come do my interview again. So I'm thankful she didn't forget me this evening. As I look at you all here today, I've been thinking about this class for the past 3 weeks, and all I could think about was the word greatness. You're a great class of seniors that will be sorely missed here at Braxton County High School. As a teacher and a coach, I've always looked for ways to encourage and reach individuals, for them to discover the greatness that's within themselves. As many of you know, I love quotes, and I've gathered some of my favorites to share with you this evening. The first quote I want to share is, "It's never crowded going the extra mile." In order to be great, you have to be willing to work harder than the people around you. You have to be willing to put the extra time in required to be great at whatever you're involved in. Will it be easy? No. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. There will be times when you're going at it alone because others around you won't want to put forth the effort or the time that it requires to be great. Which leads me to the next quote I want to share. If you want to achieve what others don't, you have to be willing to do what others don't. And I just recently shared that with a young lady down at the state track meet on Wednesday. And she took to that and she said, "You're right. because I was challenging her to be here next year at the state meet because she longed to be at that state track meet. I said, you can do it, but you have to be willing to do what others don't. Many of you have heard me make this statement hundreds of times before. There are two things you can always control: your attitude and your effort. Your attitude and effort lie solely on your shoulders. Some of you will be leaving here and going straight out into the workforce. Some will be heading into the military in a few short weeks, or some will be heading off to college. In order to be great in any of these endeavors, you are in control of your own attitude and your effort in those. Believe me, people will notice when your effort and attitudes are lacking, but they'll also notice when your attitude and effort exceeds those around you. Maintain a great attitude and a great effort. Another one of my favorites is this: your desire to be great must trump your fear of failure. Don't be scared or worried about failing. The only things you'll ever fail at are the things you never try. You'll have times when you fail or fall short, which leads me to another great quote. Winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. If you are going into the military, you're going to have times of failure, but by not quitting, you'll adapt and overcome. If you're going into school, you will have another test that you study hard for, but still end up failing, yet you pass the class. Sometimes when we fail, that's when our best learning takes place. I'm sure if you look back on your past 4 years here at Braxton County High School, you have fallen short on a test, quiz, or an assignment, and yet here you are today graduating. Why? Because you're filled with greatness and you never quit. The last thought I want to share with you concerns relationships and the people around you. We all need help from time to time, so remember this: it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't matter what you're involved in, college, the armed forces, a new job, or just life in general. Ask for help because someone nearby has already been there and done that. They could serve as a great asset to you as you walk through this life. Pay close attention to this short statement made by Matthew Kelly. It's from his book, The Rhythm of Life, Living Every Day with Passion. And he states, and I have this hanging up in my classroom at Central Regional Jail, and I've probably had over 100 students copy this quote down because it means something for them, and they're trying to turn their lives around. The people we surround ourselves with either raise or lower our standards. They either help us to become the best version of ourselves or encourage us to become lesser versions of ourselves. We become like our friends. No man becomes great on his own. No woman becomes great on her own. The people around them help to make them great. We all need people in our lives who raise our standards, remind us of our essential purpose, and challenge us to become the best versions of ourselves. So surround yourself with great people, and you can't help but be great. As you embark on this next journey in life, I have no doubt that you will all do great because of the different gifts and talents you all possess. Romans 12, verses 6 through 8 say these words: we have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance with your faith. If it's serving, then serve. If it's teaching, then teach. If it's to encourage, then give encouragement. If it's giving, then give generously. If it's to lead, do it diligently. If it's to show mercy, do it cheerfully. Whatever you do from this point on, do it to the very best of your ability. Expect to be great. In closing, I thought it would be best, based on the pressure placed on me by both Zoe and Lainey, to include some iconic statements I both learned from others around me and that I've come up with on my own and shared across the airways as the voice of the Eagles. Great googly moogly. I can't believe you all are graduating. Remember to surround yourselves with great people so life doesn't whittle doink you, whopper plop you, or slobber knock you. And horse feathers, don't ever forget that your teachers, parents, and family, and this old sucker bill, Coach Oates, are proud of you. Best wishes and congratulations to you, the Braxton County High School graduating class of 2022. Thank you.
It is my privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to each of you gathered here this evening. Dr. Minnie, Stover, faculty and staff, parents, family, and friends. Thank you for being here to mark this special occasion with our class, the class of 2022. While preparing to write this speech, a lot of thoughts were flowing through my mind. Should I speak of memories that are prominent for our class? Am I going to bring up events the entire school participated in? What message do I want to convey to the crowd? I did not think I had it in me to do this. While I freeze up in front of the crowd, faint, or bore them to sleep, let me assure you that I will try to refrain from the latter three, but I can't make any promises. One goal I certainly want to achieve by speaking here tonight is to give credit where credit is due. Not only will this serve as a thank you to some of our past educators, but I hope it will be a message of encouragement for how each of us can approach our futures. The fact of the matter is, there are only a few people in our lives who profoundly impact our world, and teachers are definitely one of them. Let me begin with my earliest times in Flatwoods Elementary. Mrs. Peggy Squires is one that comes to mind. She is the embodiment of a competent professional who shared culture in class with her third graders. It is where I started my love for the Von Trapps and the sound of music, and I still have my dreidel, Mrs. Squires. I must also mention Mrs. Minnie Kaufman for having engaging lessons and high expectations that set the bar for structure in the classroom. The goals she made for us were realistic and reachable, so we also got to celebrate our success under her direction. No one can mention some of these qualities, of course, without acknowledging that some middle school teachers fit the criteria for them too. This is the place where we came together, and while we didn't put much emphasis on it at the time, we became the family of the class of 2022. We formed our bonds over Justin Bieber, 21 Pilots, Pretty Little Liars, and One Direction, which most of us outgrew. Learning to wear deodorant daily, which hopefully most of us now do. And Miss Smith's class, where it felt like we annotated entire books, but we made it through. It has been said teaching is the greatest act of optimism, and no mentor fits this statement better than Mrs. Lori Dittman. She is an inspiration with her positivity and encouragement. We can only strive to have that kind of attitude. But keep in mind, if she can while teaching 14-year-olds all day, surely we can. Middle school was also the time we needed structure. No one had organization down to a fine art quite like Mrs. Carla Detman. She created an environment limiting distractions so we could focus on our work. How helpful that became as we grew older and our lives became more about schedules and deadlines. If a good teacher explains once and a great teacher explains again and again, then we must consider Mrs. Pam White a great teacher. Her strong knowledge of the subject didn't deter her from bringing it to our level and building on that foundation, then repeating the process until we were confident in our ability. Those are some of the reasons we were able to enter high school knowing the class of 22 would be Stover's favorites, because we'd already been trained by some of the best. The 4 years spent here were to refine the way we listen, collaborate, lead, and put effort into classes that will make a difference in our futures. This meant we had more challenging courses and had to up our study game. Learning genetic code over the computer was no easy task. I couldn't wait to get back to Miss Jill Lemon's class. Like her, Mrs. Mackenzie Helmick had no easy job teaching algebra to remote students. Somehow, she made it easy to understand. Her dedication went above and beyond with step-by-step lessons, videos, and notes, and showed the passion she has for teaching. Those sacrifices to adjust teaching strategies didn't go unnoticed. When we choose a cluster, most of the time it is spent with select teachers. It is an amazing experience to form bonds with those who have helped us along this journey. Mrs. Linda Brooks and Mr. Jerry Frame are two role models whose influence go far beyond academic achievement. It has been great having educators show passion and enthusiasm for their career and is something we should strive for going into the workforce. They have been preparing us for the time we will spread our wings. That time is now. Let us remember the qualities of those educators who didn't only teach, but prepared us for the road ahead. We will now go out into the world to be productive citizens, ready to conquer jobs, colleges, and universities, using our gifts and time to make this world a better place. Bring with you the lessons from the past 12 years, and whatever you do, do to the best of your ability.
Mr. Webster defines success as the satisfactory completion of something. My success is rooted in my deep passion, drive, work ethic, and hard-headedness. When I was 6 years old, I did not want to go to kindergarten. My mother, who works as a secretary for my dad's company, had always kept me until this point, and being away from home was something I was not used to. In fact, I cried for an annoyingly long amount of time because all I wanted was to be home. Obviously, this had to stop at some point, so my dad made a deal with me. If I could attend school for a week without crying, he would give me any animal of my choosing, as long as it was a goat. The next week, I did not cry. My classmates and teacher helped ensure that I did not shed a tear because they wanted to see me succeed with my deal. The Friday when I got home, I proudly announced that I did not cry. The next day, Saturday, I got my goats, 6 of them to be exact. This is when my passion for livestock started. My family comes from farming backgrounds, but my parents started fresh. No handed down land or herds. Everything we have worked hard to obtain. When I was 7, we got our first group of cows, and maybe a little sooner than my mother had expected. My dad went to the sale with intentions of watching, but ended up buying 9 head of cattle. They lived in the lot by our shop for a little while until we got the fence around the barn. When I became old enough to be in 4-H, I joined and began showing livestock that we had raised at the Braxton County Fair. It started off with goats, but then I got burnt out on them, and I wanted something different. I tried a bred heifer project, but I had attachment issues, so she ended up coming back home with me, where she still lives and raises us calves. The next year, I did not know what project I wanted to do next. This was my freshman year of high school, and I wanted something different. That's when the idea struck me. I should show pigs. Mind you, I had never so much as touched a pig before this point, and I had no clue how to take care of one. I did some research and decided it would be something fun to try. As soon as I went to the pig farm to pick out my pigs, I fell in love with the species. My eyes were lit up like it was Christmas morning. As the fair time came, I dreaded selling them, but I knew there was no other purpose for them but butcher, so if I did not sell, we would end up eating them, which I didn't want to do. After the sale, I could only think about the upcoming March when I would get my new fair pigs, as I missed their presence. I got my second round of pigs in March of 2020, right before COVID shut everything down. During our lockdown, I had absolutely nothing better to do than work with my pigs. Fair time rolled around and I loaded them up. When we went to the weigh-in, one of my pigs was 2 pounds too light of making sale weight. While this upset me, an opportunity came knocking on my door. Conveniently enough, the one that did not make weight was my gilt, which is a female pig if you didn't know. Why could I not keep her and breed her? Then I could have pigs all year round, all I wanted. Well, I was sold on the idea. My dad was not. I sat around for a week crunching numbers, and I finally showed him my plan of action that would result in profits as well as expansion. Whether it was this plan or my determination, he caved and told me he did not care what I did. I immediately started getting in contact with pig producers, asking them questions and advice. One of my pig contacts was especially helpful and had all of the beginner's equipment I needed, along with a bred sow, which is a female pig who has never had, or who has had babies before. In November of 2020, my dad and I took a trip to Deerfield, Ohio, and purchased my fairing crates, my pig panels, and my now queen of the barn, Isabel. Fast forward to today. I now have 11 breeding sows, 2 boars, and my own barn far up on the hill where no one can smell them. This is my definition of success. None of this would have been possible without my support system, my family, past and present. Somehow, I was lucky enough to end up with the best set of parents there is. My dad has driven me all over the country to buy me pigs on the weekend after a long week of work, and has taught me valuable life lessons I will never forget. He has always been there to help me fix my mistakes and has even pushed me in times I did not want pushed. I credit this as to the reason I am who I am, determined and hard-headed. My mother has always comforted me when I am upset and encouraged me to keep going on, even if I saw no point, and drove me to countless judging contests in the state so I could learn more about the agricultural industry. My grandparents have also cheered on every success I have obtained, even the ones I did not view as successes, but simply everyday occurrences. I am blessed to still have my Nana and Papa with me, while my grandma and my granddad have passed within the last 3 years, and I miss them. I can only think of how proud they are of me for everything I have accomplished since their passing. My grandma's probably up there right now talking God's ear off about how proud she is of me for being the one to deliver this speech. Although my family plays a large role in who I am, I must give credit where credit is due. I cannot forget to mention my friends and my brother who have dropped everything to help me avert issues, such as coming over to help me set up pig crates, give shots, help assist during farrows, and even in one certain instance, help me pull a sow out of a crate to be buried. My brother, even though he complains about doing it, always steps in to feed my sows when I'm away from home, as well as taking care of my deceased piglets. This is my story of success. It's not about being the most wealthiest person, the most popular, or even the highest educated. It's about waking up every morning to do something your heart belongs to while having a team of people rooting for you every step of the way. Success is individualized. It's about equity, not equality. Some of us will be attending college this fall, such as myself, while others will be going straight to work. No matter which path you choose, we will each be successful in our own ways. Success starts off as a passion that evolves into action. It's an opportunity that you must search for instead of waiting for them to fall into your lap. Everyone here has experienced some type of success and has many more waiting to come. Today, my classmates and I have reached a large milestone in our career, no matter where life takes us afterwards. We are all preparing to walk across the graduation stage and be handed our diplomas. Just remember, every step in life is a success, even the ones that appear as failures. You cannot dwell on your mistakes. You must find light in the situation instead. Every experience you have is a learning curve of what to do and not to do. It's easy to be knocked down, but you can either choose to stay down or get back up and keep going. You've all heard me talk about my pigs. My happiest and my saddest moments have been in my pig barn. I do not talk about them to bore you. I talk about them because they have taught me more about life than what any classroom could have. In a classroom, everyone is given the same materials, the same lectures, and everything that is upcoming is expected. It's on a schedule. What you do with this material is up to you. You can either do enough to get by, or you can take what you learn and expand upon it. I have expanded my knowledge so much by teaching myself so many lessons on the fly to ensure the success of each farrow, each breeding, and each weaning, as each one is treated differently. Making choices that decide a long-term outcome teaches you lessons very quickly. If you decide to take anything from this speech, take this. You are successful in your own unique way. Also, agriculture is in everyone's life every single day. So if you do nothing else today, thank a farmer.
The generosity of local organizations and individuals continue to assist Braxton County High School graduates as they pursue the next level of their education. This year, local contributions to the senior class are approaching $100,000. BCHS grads receiving scholarships this year include American Federation of Teachers, Braxton County American Legion Post 33 Scholarship, Braxton County Community Educational Outreach, Braxton County Rotary International Scholarship, Braxton County Soccer Club, the Burl H. Frame Scholarship, Carl and Eunice McCune Memorial Trust Scholarship, City National Bank Scholarship, Evelyn Post Scholarship, Gassaway High School Alumni Scholarship, H.G. and Jesse Robinson Scholarship, Gassaway Lions Club Scholarship, Hunter Lemon Memorial Scholarship, Isaac Stallnaker Memorial Scholarship, Jason Tharp Memorial Scholarship, John B. Emmerich Scholarship, Judy Bean Memorial Scholarship, Christy Johnson Memorial Scholarship, Luke Adam Campbell Memorial Scholarship, Little Birch Elementary Scholarship, Margaret Hoover Memorial Scholarship, Martha B. Taylor Scholarship, Mr. T. Memorial Scholarship, Norman L. Hart Memorial Scholarship, Ramaj Family Scholarship, Robert E. Evans Education Fund, Ronald Tony K. Schumann Scholarship, Sutton High School Alumni, Sutton Moose Lodge number 825 Scholarship, and the Tiffany Jackson Memorial Scholarship. Once again, we'd like to thank our community and all their donations for our local scholarships. So on behalf of the graduating class of 2022, thank you.
At this time, we would like to recognize our CTE or Career and Technical Education students that were completers in their programs this year. As I say their name, they will stand and remain standing until the end. In the Agriculture Cluster, Mary Jane Campbell, Cheyenne Foster, Colton Moore, Mahala Sarton, Tegan Lambert, Ellen Collins, Tara Eckel, Trinity O'Neill, and Kobe Singleton. In our Business Cluster, Erica Burnham, Ethan Cunningham, Bryson Spell, Emily Frame, Jonna Wimmer, Josh Carr, Maya Losh, Danielle Varellin, and Olivia Ramsey. In our Carpentry Cluster, Braden Clark, Charlie Miller, Dalton Fields, Chandler Riffle, Dylan Stewart, Larry Jackson, Chris Koger, and Sean Morrison. In our Education Cluster, Faith Byerly, Adam Dobbins, Courtney Evans, Haley King, Cody Conrad, Gage Triplett, and Laney Hunt. In our Electrical Cluster, Skylar Dean, Bo Liston, Isaiah Mowry, Zach Roberts, Colton Nicely, Colton Moore, Lane Martin, and Jacob Erdman. In our Health and Wellness Cluster, Megan Jarvis. In our Healthcare Cluster, Grace Blake, Brooklyn Godfrey, Zoe Harrison, Daisy King, Kendra Lunsford, Jada Napier, Carly Given, Gracie Greenleaf, Larry Jackson, Haley Lunsford, Emily Matheny, and Stephanie Stewart. In our Human Services Cluster, Bree Baltrip, Hope Byerly, Kylie Givens, Kylie Oszczewski, Miranda Brown, Zoe Davis, Catherine Harper Flynn, and Daniel Reed. In our Law and Public Safety Cluster, Amelia Alderman, Austin Fleming, Madeline Helmick, Mazzie King, Caleb Prince, Brian Tate, Jaden Thayer, Tyler Baldwin, William Forbush, Sam Kennan, Briar Lloyd, and Tyler Stout. In our Engineering Pathway, Eliza Keener, Andrew McAllister, Colton Moore, Joey Johnson, Dalton Hardway, and Drew Pritt. In our Welding Program, Mason Abraham, Michael Ramsey, AJ Goodwin, Tristan Glover, Jeremy Gray, Braden James, Jaden Dempsey, Derek Beckett, Spencer Bosley, Chasen Nottingham, and Tyler Stoniker. I am pleased to give you the CTE students of the 2022 graduating class.
Okay, now I want to give a special thanks to Superintendent Hypes and the board members for taking the time to support our class. It's now my esteemed honor to do what we've all been waiting for in the heat. I now present this Braxton County High School class of 2022 to the superintendent. May you all rise. I meant them. Okay. Every class that goes through a different one.
Will the top 10 please rise? I don't have any choice. Faith Marie Byerly. Ellen Marie Collins. Jesse Lee Flint. Carly Rayanne Given. Zoe Lynn Harrison. Laney J. Hunt. Bo Samuel Liston. Kendra Danette Lunsford. Emily Matheny. Olivia Danielle Ramsey. Top 10, you may be seated. Mrs. Shiflett's homeroom, please rise. Mason Jack Abraham. Amelia Dawn Alderman. Tyler Blake Baldwin. Brianne Alice Baltrip. Derek Joseph Beckett. Savannah Faith Bender. Elizabeth Dawn Black. Grace Elizabeth Blake. Tyler Charles Boggs. Spencer Ryan Bosley. Devin Michael Bronkhurst. Miranda Nicole Brown. Erica Paige Burnham. Thomas Earl Burnside. Hope A. Byerly. Mary Jane May Campbell. Josh J. Carr. Cassidy Ann Chevron. Mrs. Shiflett's homeroom, you may be seated. Mr. Backus's homeroom, please rise. Braden Thomas Clark. Christopher Dale Koger. Dylan Edward Koger. Logan Austin Connor. Cody Lynn Conrad. Cameron Ethan Cook. David Ray Coombs. Gabby Lynn Cottrell. Dominic Lewis Colors. Ethan Cole Cunningham. McKaylee Donnell Kurtz. Zoe Page Davis. Skylar Forrest Dean. Levi Blake Damastis. Jaden Allen Dale Dempsey. Adam Seth Dobbins. Tara Ann Eckel. Jacob Isaac Erdman. Courtney Danielle Nicole Evans. Dalton L. Fields. Mr. Backus's homeroom, you may be seated. Mr. Lloyd's homeroom, please rise. Jackie Austin Fleming. Coy Michael Flint. William Allen Forbush. Cheyenne Summer Foster. Emily Dawn Frame. Sarah Elaine Gates. Kylie Samantha Givens. Tristan Michael Glover. Brooklyn Renee Godfrey. Anthony John Godwin. Jeremiah Ronald Gray. Marianne Marie Gray. Ian Michael Greenlee. Charles Cody Greenleaf. Gracie Joe Greenleaf. Anthony Dalton Hardway. Catherine Emma Harper Flynn. Madeline Jade Helmick. Julius Martine Hopen. Ming May Hopen. Emily Cheyenne Jackson. Larry James Jackson. Braden Tucker James. Megan Renee Jarvis. Oh, sorry. Got way ahead of myself. He's getting to me. You had me so rattled. I kept going. Hey, I'm 19 too. Mr. Lloyd's homeroom, you may be seated. Mr. Long's homeroom, please rise. Braden first. Braden Tucker James. Megan Renee Jarvis. Joseph Michael Johnson. Eliza Pearl Keener. Samuel Elias Kennan. Cameron Michael Key. Daisy Blue King. Haley McKay King. Mazzy Star King. Colton Gage Nicely. Julius Kenneth Kusar. Tegan Elise Lambert. Maya Angel Losh. Briar Hawk Lloyd. Haley Brooke Lunsford. Hayden Page Luzader. Isaac Scott Markle. David Lane Martin. Leah Cheyenne Martin. Andrew Cade McAllister. Mr. Long's homeroom, you may be seated. Mrs. Dean's homeroom, please rise.
I'm done.
Annabelle Ruth McMillian. Charlie Beatrice Miller. Tessa May Miller. Brian Colton Moore. Sean Michael Morrison. Isaiah Morgan Mowry. Jada Ray Napier. Chasen ZZ Ray Nottingham. Kylie Ann Marie Olszewski. Trinity Marie O'Neill. Israel Scott Perrine. Danny J.W. Post. Caleb Ryan Prince. Andrew Cole Pritt. Michael Stephen Ramsey. Mrs. Dean's homeroom, you may be seated. Mrs. Wood's homeroom, please rise. Daniel Chad Reed. John Camden Rhodes. Chandler R. Riffle. Zachary James Roberts. Brooklyn Page Sargent. Rodney Zerrell Sarton II. Mahala Elizabeth Morgan Sarton. Cooper James Shingler. Kobe Michael Singleton. Ashlyn J. Lee Smith. Nicholas Lee Specht. Mrs. Wood's homeroom may be seated. Miss Skidmore's homeroom, please rise. Bryson Dale Adam Spell. Tyler Matthew Stonecker. Dylan Lucas Stewart. Stephanie Hope Stewart. Tyler Scott Stout. Brian D. Tate II. Jaden Luke Thayer. Emma Lucille Toller. Joseph Gage Triplett. Danielle Kaylee Verrillen. Caleb Nathaniel Ware. Kiara Shea Williams. Jonna Louise Wimmer. Mrs. Skidmore's homeroom, you may be seated.
Now it is time to do the tradition of turning the tassel. As we move our tassels, it not only represents us graduating from Braxton County High School, but it also symbolizes us as a class moving on to the next stage of our lives. Would the graduating class of 2022 please stand? Please join me in moving our tassels from the right to the left, symbolizing the move to our next chapter. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Right here? Why is it so big? The class of 2022 would like to thank the parents of the graduates for showing their support at today's ceremony. It's quite hot outside, so I'll make it short. But in the wise words of my Uncle Rob, if you're good enough and you're smart enough, doggone it, people like you, and that's why people like me. Thank you.
Okay, before I start, you may be seated. People with something securing their cap to their head or wanting to remove any items beforehand, this is your time to do so. Thank you all for patiently waiting for this moment. Whether you are here for your diploma or to support a loved one, this is a memory we will all cherish for a lifetime. Although, if you are here against your will, I hope it does not last as long. Many of you have been with us while we dreamed of our future and reached for our stars that just seemed a bit too far away to touch. Most of us, however, set small goals like finishing our homework on time, but turning it in at 11:58. But hey, that counts, right? However, we're in the process of accomplishing a huge goal some of us thought we would never be able to achieve. The hat toss is a tradition during graduation ceremonies around the globe to show an end of a high school or college graduate's career that has lasted for over 100 years. However, many do not know that the Naval Academy became the first institution to toss their caps during a graduation ceremony that was held in 1912. Students attending the academy would spend 2 years as midshipmen before graduating to become an officer. When midshipmen received their new title as officer, they would also be given a new hat and uniform to replace the old ones. Throwing their cap was a way to detach from their midshipman title and fully become an officer. Graduates like us, though, buy new caps to wear once, keep forever, and throw carelessly into the air after years of hard work to even be able to wear it. Despite this, the tradition quickly spread, becoming a symbolic gesture for starting a chapter in a new graduate's life. Whether it's going to be another few years of hellos to peers, going straight into the workforce, staying at home, or joining the armed forces, this is a time for all of us to say goodbye to each other as classmates in hopes of greeting them in our future walks of life. So I ask my fellow graduates to please rise. And follow my lead as we commemorate our childhood, recall the last few minutes before officially becoming adults, and I hope we are all able to achieve our dreams, hold on to those stars, and go to infinity and beyond.
If you would all rise to celebrate our graduates of Braxton County High School 2022. We will now have the recessional. Please stay standing and let our graduates get all the way out before you leave. Thank you for attending this evening. Now for the band.
I threw off.